Hi everyone, welcome to another virtual learning series. I am here joined by Frank Rodriguez, our VP over at Property Management. Hey Frank.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, how you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Awesome, I'm good. And then also we're joined by Liberty in Paivan and one of our top escrow officers at Premier. How are you doing, Liberty?
Good, great. Good morning, everyone.
Awesome. I see, Frank, that you are in the office, completely ignoring the stay-at-home orders. I'm just kidding.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Freezing.
Jacket on. AC is kicking as always, I'm sure.
It is. It feels really well.
Okay, sounds good. All right, guys. Well, really happy to have you guys with us today. We're going to be talking about some topics that a lot of the agents in our office are very, have some clients that are very concerned about, have some questions, and so let's go ahead and get started. The clients are looking to us for confidence and for guidance. Frank, what can you tell us about how things are going in your world, and specifically with regards to the government stay-at-home order, the skyrocketing of the unemployment rate, and how has that impacted you folks?
It's had a certain impact. Things have slowed down, of course, and with everyone being remote, it's been a challenge to actually do showings. Inquiries have dipped significantly, so there hasn't been as much interest in the past, especially for right now. This is kind of our peak season. We're heading into our peak season as well too. So we've seen a lot more drop-off in inquiries, and though we're still advertising, we're still maintaining a nice capture rate of the number of leads to showings, and we're still closing at a good percentage of how many people are applying as well too. So we're still seeing people apply, which is great, and we're still getting qualified applicants as well. So even though things have dropped off, we're still getting a little bit of momentum as far as showings are concerned, and leases as well too.
Let me ask you, I think a lot of the questions that agents have, especially with their clients and how they're advising them, just in regards to like how payments are being handled, how a lot of the tenants, I'm guessing a good percentage of them, especially with the unemployment rate being at 37%, I think the last time we heard. How is that affecting you guys? How are you dealing with that?
We're dealing with it on a case-by-case situation. Every tenant situation is different. We're reaching out to the clients directly. We're send out a mass email to the clients as well too, letting them know, if they're willing to actually help the tenants and make sure that they're, being able to help them out with rent, whether it be a concession, whether it be deferred payment, whether it be, waiving rent in general as well too. So we've been working with them on a one-on-one basis. We are, waiving late fees as well too. So it's been a challenge for some tenants, especially the ones that are directly impacted with the amount of closures going on. So we're working with them on a case-by-case basis. Yeah.
I can see that being some of the most challenging conversations.
Yes.
So how are you helping them stay positive?
Well, that's a great question. We've been looking at ways where we could actually encourage them and tell them, to go apply at certain places. Some of them are feeling really down, of course, and they don't know where to turn. So we're giving them guidance on where to, look for opportunities, whether it be for, applying for benefits, food benefits, whether applying for places that could cover your rent. So we're giving them options as well too.
Great. Let's pivot over to Liberty. Liberty.
I'm kidding. I get that a lot.
So glad that you're with us, Liberty. There's a lot of questions, I think, with regards to sort of servicing. As agents, we come to expect a high level of service from Premier, Escrow, and Title. So with the current situation, I'm sure it's been less than ideal for you guys. Tell us a little bit about the challenges you folks are facing, and in particular, how that impacts agents and their clients.
Well, the challenge that we're facing right now, of course, we're all working from home. with very limited access to our title and processing guys. For our title side, our prelims are taking a little longer only because they're limited as well with their resources, being that the bureau is closed. When you have to order your broker's prelim or when you need condo map or even like certified bureau documents, it takes a while to order them. So what we're used to going down to the bureau picking up in the same day, now it's taking weeks for us to get it. And then of course our other challenges are signings. So with that being said, lenders are relying heavily on us to do all their signings. And even with that, a lot of people don't want to come in the office to sign. They want us to meet them at their homes or garages or, just to sign their documents.
Right. You were telling me a story about a signing you had just very recently. Tell us about
I had one yesterday where I met with a client in the garage and we signed on the hood of their car. It was a brief signing, so maybe like less than five minutes. It was a quick go. They didn't want to like linger or talk stories. It was just sign and go.
That's stuff that you can put in your newsletter.
I call it the drive-by signing.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Has there been any sort of increased difficulty? I know you said with signing here, but how have you guys handled signings, let's say like out of state or internationally?
Out of state, there's mobile notaries, but again, it's very limited resources. I just had one in Portland and the notary fee rates are a little bit higher because again, not too many people want to go out to do their signings and they meet in certain places to sign. International, I had one in Sweden where my client had to go to Stockholm and he advised us that, just getting to the embassy there is very challenging because they shut down, the area where he has to go to.
Right.
So we have to plan ahead, like at least weeks in advance.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like a lot of the timelines have been affected.
It is.
And then
So by the time we open escrow, we just like work on the documents already.
straight through.
Yep, straight through.
So how have the timelines been affected? Just in terms of like, we're looking at 30 to 45 days on a regular basis. Have those been extended?
I had a few that extended for maybe a few days, but as far as the timeline goes, I think majority of the lenders that we deal with, they've been pretty on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So real quick question. We had a corporate sales meeting, our first one just on Zoom recently. And so one of the questions, one of the things that came up was in the graphs was cancellation rates. Now they had mentioned that cancellation rates were very high in the beginning, and then they sort of have gone back to normal. What have you guys seen as far as cancellation rates?
That's true. I mean, in the beginning, everyone was afraid. No one wanted to go through, the physical contact or the signing. So they're kind of worried. And with people losing their jobs, they're falling out of escrow because the loan qualifications. But now, it's pretty normal. Like we had a back-to-back where it was a domino effect on our transaction because the buyer and that other transaction canceled, which affected our transaction now. So it's kind of normal with the cancellations now.
Thanks, Liberty. Frank, real quick. So based on the best information that you folks are working with now, what would be your guidance for our investor clients as they try to plan for what's ahead in the next few months to the end of the year?
The best thing I suggest is to be flexible with the tenants that they currently have. You certainly don't want to ask them to leave during this time. You want to actually be flexible with them and work with them on a case-by-case basis. If they're facing any hardships, like most of our tenants are, then, work out a deferment plan, waive rent, find something where you guys come to a common ground and come to an understanding whether, whatever option you're choosing with them.
Great advice. Thanks, Frank. Liberty, so as an important partner in every real estate transaction, what last bit of advice can you give our agents moving forward in what hopefully will be a post-COVID-19 world for a smooth transaction?
The best advice I could say is communication. Basically, just communicate with us. Let us know about your clients, what we need to do for them. So, for example, if obviously the offices are closed, and if we need to go and pick up deposits or deliver something, reach out to us. We'll try and do our best to meet with your clients and fulfill their needs.
Got it. So communicate well, let them know things ahead of time so you can kind of find out if you guys need to make any adjustments later on and those types of things. It's not a whole lot different than what would normally happen, right? It's just stay on top of things a little bit more.
Yeah, like yesterday, part of my signing, since I was out and about on the road, I had a couple deposits and deliveries that I had to do where I picked up an earnest money deposit from a client at their home and then delivered a check to another client. So it's a lot of like, you know, planning ahead, just getting everything and about,
Awesome. Thanks, Liberty. Well, Frank, Liberty, really appreciate you guys hopping on with us today. A lot of good information, I think, for our agents. If the agents have any questions, they can call you guys directly. Does that sound?
Directly, please.
Yes. Frank?
Yes.
And then, of course, you guys have a great PMD team in our offices down low as well. So I'm guessing that they could contact you.
Yeah. Yes, we have plenty of resources. So in case they have any questions, please feel to reach out to myself or the rest of our team.
Awesome. Well, thanks, you guys. Appreciate it. Hey, stay safe.
Thank you.
All right. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.